we saw Hangman Adam Page take on Ryan Nemeth, the Hollywood Hunk. It's the Cowboy versus the Hollywood Hunk in this one.
Nice.
And Hangman finally getting another, singles match, and where he was really shining. I mean, this guy can work with a team. He can work solo. He can carry a match. He can carry a team. I mean, this guy's got it all. His in-ring work was very great tonight, as always, as expected. He had a very nice spine buster, and that buckshot lariat finisher still, man, every time I see it, I love it. It's very
It's one of the best in the
skillful.
biz. It's a
There's one
sweet
that,
finish.
yeah, it is a great finish. And, I was impressed. It was a good pairing. I wish it would have gone maybe a little bit longer of the match, but it was nice to see Ryan Nemeth. Obviously, he's the brother of Dolph Ziggler from WWE. I could definitely see at least a lot of Dolph isms.
Of course.
Similar trunks, similar ways he sells.
That's a huge compliment, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
Dolph Ziggler is one of the biggest best sellers in
the history of the business. Honest to God, as a diehard fan, I mean, that dude can sell his off. So I think that, I mean, right there is a great example too. I mean, the commitment to selling. I don't know. I think that the guy is clearly, his athleticism was on display tonight.
It was, and Hangman looked strong, and then the whole match and whole segment was interesting. As just soon as the match started, you get Big Money Mac come out, and you're wondering what this is all about. Is he going for the newest hottest thing, Hangman? And yes, sure enough, after the match, we heard him talk all about it. Before we get into the post match stuff, I will still give this match an elite, because Hangman to me is an outstanding in-ring performer, and he. A guy who's making his AEW debut, looked very comfortable in the ring. I know he's not a pure rookie, but he looked comfortable in the ring with a veteran like Hangman, and I was entertained the whole time, and there was no commercial break, and for me, it's an elite.
Honestly, when I look at the big picture of this show, we tend to be very positive here at Dynamite Download. That's what we try to pride ourselves on. But this match felt to me like it was probably the weakest of the night, and that's not. I mean, if this is your weakest match on a card, you're doing really well. This is not a slam on that match in that way, but this is gonna get a delete from me. The main reason why, honestly, I liked some of the Road to stuff that I saw out of Ryan Nemeth. I liked how he made it known that he was kind of a cast off from WWE, and that, like, he's tired of being in his brother's shadow. I liked that. I thought that was well played and well done. But I will say that there were moments when, and like you mentioned, it felt like this was kind of cut short a little bit at some points, and I just didn't see anything that jumped out as like, wow, this match really stood out to me in any way. Like, Hangman is always a bankable commodity. If you're a Hangman fan, you're gonna love this match. He delivered all his greatest hits, but I felt like this was kind of one of those matches that was a placeholder, and really it was more meant to serve the post match than anything else.
That's for sure, and it's one that I did not expect. And we've are in unanimous agreement, this Big Money Matt Hardy that we're seeing is some of the best work that he's been doing in a long, long time, both on AEW and Impact when he does show up. And so I absolutely love this. I don't know if it's going to go down that rabbit hole again where, it's just this constant recruit, but it really just is messing with Hangman's head. Clearly he's a anxious millennial cowboy and just very torn between a lot of things. And Matt pointed out, he's changing next to catering, he's changing in the hallway, he doesn't have a locker room, he's this loner, so that's kind of the appeal that the Dark Order had for this, and now Matt Hardy is seeing it and even calling it out even more. So I don't know, Hangman seems more comfortable and focused in the ring, but when he post match and not in the ring, he's this I think feel like depressed or just lost soul, lost lamb looking for a home.
Yeah, and if you were gonna have me judge the post match stuff, it would get an elite.
Yeah,
I was trying to keep my focus only on that, and it's just like, when I look at what they're trying to do here, you mentioned it a couple weeks ago how you felt like maybe we saw it on BTE, Matt was getting some text messages. He might be recruiting other people to
Yeah.
his services. I certainly find that is intriguing. And for Hangman, it's almost like you're getting pulled in two different directions. And I think most people can relate to this. There's that emotional part of you that wants to hang out with your friends or be like do what feels good.
Right.
Like the Dark Order clearly are a bunch of positive guys who are funny and really care about trying to like lift up Hangman and realize like John Silver, his recruitment of Hangman when he was just gushing about how much he loves the guy. So there's that side versus business. And Matt, Big Money Matt, is going to be, I think, playing to that business side of Hangman. Like, dude,
there's big money there. That's for sure. I know that.
You're a big star. We can make you a world champion. Let's make that money together. I think that there's gonna that sort of torn, pulling Hangman in a bunch of different directions is gonna be intriguing television, like Days of Our Lives, total soap opera type of stuff.
It'll just make some more great storylines in BTE. I know you